The U.S. military released aerial videos of the raid unfolding. U.S. aircraft shooting a group of what officials said was armed men, clearing the way for the ground assault. Then Delta Force commandos move in, calling on those in the compound to surrender.
Those who came out of the building were checked for weapons and explosives and moved away from the immediate area. U.S. forces detained and later released the non-combatants.
Others still inside.
5 ISIS members inside the compound presented a threat to the force. They did not respond to commands in Arabic to surrender, and they continued to threaten the force. They were then engaged by the raid force and killed. There were 4 women and 1 man.
The ISIS leader Baghdadi was hiding.
U.S. forces discovered Baghdadi hiding in a tunnel. When capture at the hands of U.S. forces was imminent, Baghdadi detonated a bomb he wore, killing himself and 2 young children that were with him.
U.S. troops destroyed the compound, leveling it with airstrikes as they left, taking away a spy who Kurdish officials say helped lead the U.S. strike team to Baghdadi's hideout. But if you think killing Baghdadi means the end of ISIS, look at these aerial videos captured by our drone of a Syrian camp with 70,000 people. Many are ISIS supporters and family members of ISIS fighters. Conditions here are appalling. Hundreds of children have died in the last 10 months from malnutrition and disease. Reacting to Baghdadi's death, this woman said ISIS will only grow stronger